So it's going to be really muddy at Mighty Hoopla. Have you not seen everyone getting all up in arms about it?
No, where the hell is this festival? Is it in like in the middle of a bush or something? Like, what's going on? Is there no floor?
It's
Let me
in
look this up.
Rockwell Park, and I don't know what's
Yeah,
happened, but it's just mud everywhere, everywhere. I've had to order some bloody wellies, Rita Ora.
I hope they're leopard print and they're fucking fabulous.
I mean, I'm willing to get contaminated and tainted to watch Rita Ora perform anywhere.
Oh,
Do you know what?
please.
I will roll in the mud for pop music. Okay.
I mean, we're gonna have such a good show. Trust me. I have like so many dancers, and I'm singing my new music, one new song too. It's gonna be a wild show. Wild.
Is it the first time you will be performing Ask and You Shall Receive?
Yeah.
So
Well, I only do it for the queens, darling. I only really show out for the queens and the kings.
how do you decide which of your bangers you're going to perform?
I think it's really about like what I think my show needs. Old songs and some new ones, and just a great, cool like mashups and interludes of some of my favorite songs because I like to sort of feel like I'm celebrating music, as well as performing my own songs. But I love doing covers and things like that as well.
S Club 7, Steps, something like that?
Jojo Siwa,
Don't see well. Yeah, okay, all right.
which I just saw on the lineup, which I'm really like actually excited about.
Yeah, I think that gagged the gays a little bit. Yeah,
Not gag the gays, I'm done.
it gagged the gays. I mean, what a lineup that we're getting Jessie Ware, Rita Ora, and Jojo Siwa on the same day. I mean, this is pride.
This is real pride. If pride ain't pride, it's priding now.
It's
Do you know what I
pride.
mean?
It's pride. I loved your performance at London Pride last year.
Oh,
Do you always kind of think, oh, how am I going to top this? How am I going to do one better for the gays?
I think it's just about celebrating music. And you know what I love? It's like the crowd is always so vocal,
Mm,
especially the LGBTQIA plus crowd. Like, I feel like there's just so much support there because they're not afraid to be who they are.
mhm.
And I think there's a celebration there that I feel like I'm just so obsessed with, envious of, and want to be like every day. And I'm constantly inspired. I'm constantly sort of like, what's the word? When your best friend like gasses you up. That's what I feel like when I do say pride or, and again, I grew up, you know, in that environment. All my friends, they were not straight. And so I just always felt a sense of safety and home and acceptance in, in that community because that's kind of like how I grew up.
If you're performing for some heterosexuals, right, they're not going to know one of your songs that peaked at, I don't know, number 102 on the UK singles chart. The gays will know every single lyric, dance move, even if it was a
That's what I
flop.
mean. That's what I mean. I think they don't care. It's more about the person. It's about if you love a person, they'll just always back you. And I think I was speaking to Kylie Minogue about this actually recently. I saw her at the Met Gala in New York. And I just asked her so many questions because I think her career is just such a great example of like the support, right? And she's been always feeding her fans, always feeding, always delivering. If she doesn't have music out, she's touring. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's always an element of like you can you're just like at arm's reach from Kylie, and I thought that that was such an amazing way to be a musician, and she just was like, listen, if you just keep feeding your fans and you keep being an artist, then everything else will follow.
All right, then. Where is the Rita Ora and Kylie Minogue collaboration?
I know, I love her so much. I think, in time, I
Mhm.
think she's definitely kind of like someone that I want to ask when the song is right. Yeah, I have to make sure the song is right, obviously.
We'll get her on a 10-year anniversary remix of Girls, whenever that is.
I'm
just get
gagging.
just get all of them on the song.
My name is Kylie. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, I know it had a little bit of controversy at the time, but in 10
A
years,
little
no.
bit. But darling, you're speaking about me. I'm if I don't have a bit of a rumble going on behind me, then it wouldn't be an aura experience, would it?
Do you know what? Fuck it. I want to rumble.
But I think my idols have been always people that have not deliberately gone against the grain, but just have been very vocal about their opinions that may just not be what everybody else thinks. Everyone has their own opinion, but all my idols have never really followed the crowd and not even deliberately, just that's just not what they believe in. And so I've always just been, I guess I've just taken it in my stride, because I think for me at the end of the day, as long as I've like been true to who I am, then that's all I can do really,
Well, to
you
more
know.
rumbles then. Fuck it. More rumbles.
To just more being free and being yourself and putting out music you want to put out and making shit you want to make. And if it doesn't make you feel good, don't do it.
Let's talk about ask and you shall receive, because as I said earlier, I mean, the word that encompasses it for me is banger. I absolutely love it. I
Oh,
mean,
I love it.
how do you, like, when you complete a song like this, surely you sit back and you go, oh, I fucking did that shit.
You know, I think I sit back now. It's been like a decade since I've been in the game, right? And I sit back now and I get so excited still, because like music's my baby, you know, it's my life, it's everything I've done. Even though I do so many other things, like I'm never going to stop making music. And seeing Ray and her story, and I remember asking her to support me on tour, like when she didn't have any support from labels, and she would come and out as a surprise guest on my shows, like at Radio One Big Weekend and stuff, and with big crowds. Like I had her back because, like, first of all, I think she's super talented, and second of all, like everyone else now has discovered, which I've known for a long time, like she's an artist, right? And so I've always treated her like an artist, and so now her writing my single and it being 360 just feels like, I don't know, serendipity, like everything's happens for a reason. And timing is also everything. So the song has a lot of different meanings for me. And it's also like a great feeling summer banger. And I just found like sometimes it's not that deep. Like, does it make me feel good? Yes. Okay, it's gonna make other people feel good. And that's it.
It made me feel good. I mean, the line in it,
Yay.
it's been ever so long since I let a man hold me. I was listening to it and I was like, oh my God, yeah, it's been so long. It's been so long. It's relevant for me right now, Rita. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna be in the crowd at
Good.
Hoopla while you're singing that and looking at some men like it's been ever so long. It's been ever so long.
I'm dead. I'm gagged. I mean, you know, save yourself, honey. Hold on tight.
What does the music video for this look like? Because what did the press release say? That you're not in a washing machine. You're in a laundrette.
I'm in a washing machine, babes.
This is the future of music video filmmaking.
This is the basically my new era is a bit not perfect. So it's just there's always a slight weirdness to it, and I wanted to make a world that was just a bit off center. You know, something's just not quite making sense, and so this was a great introduction to that world. So like the laundromat is in the same laundromat as Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is cool, one of my favorite films. And so like you'll recognize the laundromat, and there's like weird characters in there, and they start like sewing their arms, and then I take my clothes off and I jump in the washing machine, and then I'm like wet, and then I'm like tumbling around, and then I'm like getting out and I'm doing a dance routine whilst everyone else is just like getting their laundry done, but they're all a bit off. And then I slowly take over and it becomes this sort of like Margot Robbie, what's that character, she
Uh,
Harley.
Harley.
It becomes this like Harley Quinn. I start getting angry and mashing up the place and taking the money, and I leave.
Love it. So you're in your freaky and destructive era.
That's a good way of explaining it. Yeah. I'm just in a bit of like I want to be a bit more, I'm just trying to just create a bit more of a uncomfortableness to my visuals.
I just love a music video still. It's an art form
I
that
know.
I
I was
adore.
speaking about it today too. I was like, it's sad because it feels like it's a dying art form, which is really miserable because us as artists, we thrive off a video to like represent our era, our world, like what we're trying to say, how we want to look. So if that's a dying breed, it's like, what the fuck? What's going to be our stage of like how to introduce a new world? You know what I mean? Like we need visuals. I need visuals. I grew up with visuals. Like I need a look. I need a whole world. I need a stage set. I need a design. I need an aesthetic.
See, I love
So
the kind of pop eras where an artist releases like 6, 7 different videos for songs. Like,
no, I'm gonna still be holding down the fort.
thank you, Rita. Thank you. What does do you know what? I never asked about the husband or the love interest, but what does Taika think of the song?
I love you for that. Honestly, you can. I mean, there's no secret. He loves it. He loves just what I do because I think it's so different from what he does that like he's there actually on Sunday. And to see him in my element, because that is my element. That crowd is like my element where I thrive. He's gonna love it. I think he's actually gonna be in the crowd. Like he's not even gonna be like side of stage. I think he just wants to get in the mix. He wants to dance. He loves it all.
So he's going to be in the crowd when I'm singing. It's been ever so long since a man helped, and I'll be looking at him like, Taika, come on.
Just hold him. Why don't you just grab him from the back?
Yeah, I'll tap him first, ask for his consent because that's important.
Right. Okay.
All right, okay. Well, if you see headlines on Monday like Taika dancing with unnamed rainbow person, then it's me.
I'm gonna be like, it was only a matter of time.
All right, okay. Let your Abby know that this is something that could happen. All right.
But it was really sweet because he wasn't supposed to come and he decided to come and surprise me. So I thought that was really nice.
Does he love his pop anthems? Is he a pop guy?
Loved. I was like, hey, let's go watch Madonna. And he was like, I don't really know any of her songs. I was like, what? Of course you do. We get there. He's got the t-shirt. He's literally screaming from the top of his lungs. He's got all the like lights on his wrists and is sweating like profusely. And I look him in the car. I'm like, I thought you didn't know any of these songs. He's like, leave me alone. I think he's one of those people that doesn't know until he's there. He's like, oh, that's what she's saying. Oh, that's the song she said. Because he's got massive knowledge of music, to be fair. Really, really big.
Wow, I'm just imagining him now, just like with his headphones in, listening to like a deep cut from Madonna's Like a Virgin album. Like,
yeah, he does. Deep cut, not the deep cut on side B, not even A.
it's a bonus track. It's one that's like not been released on. He's found it on SoundCloud and listening to a deep cut.
She didn't actually make the album, but she performed it once in Pennsylvania or something.
Okay, that's it. I need to just have a chat now with Taika about pop music. This
She once did it when she was on the cover of Horse and Hound Scandinavia.
Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna expect to see Taika on Sunday singing every single word to Rachel Stevens' Sweet Dreams by LAX.
Exactly. Oh my god, I forgot she's on the set. That's gonna be major.
Love it.
I'm done. You guys make me laugh. I kind of don't even want to perform. I just want to be in the crowd and like hang out with all comments. The running commentary is gonna be commenting. I'm done.
Well, I'll wave a rainbow flag because I don't think anyone will rave.
No, I don't think there'll be one. It'll be missing, I think.
Yeah, and so I'll wave the one rainbow flag, and you can see me, and then you'll come and just join me and Taika in the crowd because we're gonna be dancing, aren't we? So
you're so funny. Okay, well we can arrange that if you want to come say hi.
Yeah, gonna have to now, aren't we? I mean, it sounds like me and Taika already have a deep history, and I haven't even met.
I'm done. Why you need a comedy skit?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good at being on camera. I get so weird about it.
Or like a podcast or something. You're so quick. It's so funny.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm just having a good day.
Yeah, and like today's been a long one, but it feels good.
You should have seen me last week. I interviewed Nelly Furtado about new music and Hoopla as well. And literally 2 minutes.
Hoopla too. Is this Hoopla?
That is Hoopla, Rita Ora. That is Hoopla.
You're fucking joking.
I wish I was. And the thing is, I'm not one for mud, Rita. I'm just not one for mud.
Wait, what? Me neither, hun. Look at this. I mean, look. I mean, that is what I call fashion. Oh, this is going to be you after my set.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would do not be shocked to see a lot of people in the mud reenacting Christina Aguilera's Dirty music video. I mean, that is something that would happen at Mighty Hoopla.
I'm so obsessed. That is so fun. Why am I not just in the crowd?
Right, new album. Is this song going to be on a new album, Rita?
Yeah, potentially. Well, I'm actually still finishing it, to be frank. So I'm really, really, really excited because I actually made some really amazing songs in New Zealand that I didn't expect to happen when I was there filming with Taika for a film. And that comes out next year. But I kind of had time to write, right? And I just was like, this feels odd because I am so far away from all my friends. And to be fair, it was like a blessing in disguise. I really tapped into my artistic side and it kind of fits the visuals. Everything feels a little bit more left, a little bit kind of, I would say risky for me, like challenging in a good way. I try to really challenge myself, I would say like sonically. It's way darker, it's way more mysterious. It just feels way more like just different for me.
Oh, I'm excited.
There's nothing like what this single is because the single is so like upbeat and summer, but I wanted to just give people something really positive for the summer and then kind of gradually go into winter.
Hmm. A darker album. And what did you say earlier? Freaky and destructive. You said that. You
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, now I'm going to take that from you. Hope you don't mind.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't need to credit it. I'm really. I'm really. You just take that. You just take that phrase.
Freaking destructive, but without being offensive. You know, there's just, I think there's a thin line. It's just a bit more artistically. Um, I wanted to challenge myself in a good way. I feel like going back, if you look at my catalog, I've done a lot, you know. So I wanted to try and do something I've never done before.
You mentioned films. I mean, you've got a slate of films coming up. You've got, is it Tin Soldier, action thriller? Very excited.
Yes, that's in the bag. The Descendants film comes out July 14th, I think, which is for Disney, which I'm really excited about. I play this like really kind of evil Queen of Hearts, which was really fun to do. I really studied like Charlize Theron because I think she's like a really great person to look at for like what's the character for, like, you know, they say you've got the other villain. She's a really good villain. I feel like she's so good at playing villains. Do you find that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so like she was my inspo for that, and yeah, that, I mean, I just want to do it all. You know, I want to just break the box, be an actor, be a musician, be a businesswoman, and just live my best life. That's it.
So many different hats you're wearing.
Well, all my inspos have been that person. Mariah, Cher, Madonna, like all these girls have kind of not just done one thing. And like that's what I love. Jennifer Lopez, you know, I think there's something so empowering about being able to do so many different things at once. And isn't that the description of a woman, in my opinion?
So how do you feel right now in your career, like at this current moment in time?
I feel really calm, weirdly. I'm usually kind of always like, do we have this? Is that good? Is that good? But with the music, I'm feeling sort of really confident about it. So I'm feeling really kind of in my skin and understanding that you can only go so far and then it's in everyone else's hands. So just leaving it to the people and knowing that I've done my best.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when album number 4's out, then let's do this again. Because we'll have a lot to
Please.
chat about with the
Yeah,
album,
I think so.
my relationship with Taika, stuff like that.
Checking in with how I feel about that. Now because by then I'll be single and alone.
Yeah, it'd be a really awkward conversation. But you know,
We'll get through it.
We'll get okay. I can't wait to have a song dedicated to me on Rita Ora 4, the album Rita
I
Ora.
know. Well, it's the right vibe.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck this gay.
I mean,
The song is called. Fuck this gay.
I didn't say it, you did. I
Okay.
love you. You're really funny. You need a podcast.
Maybe one day we'll see how life goes, eh? We'll see how
I know. It's gonna go great for you. I feel it. I can see it.
thanks, babe.
I
Thank you.
think I've got a witchy vibes. So yeah.
Oh, I love witches. Okay, yeah, cast a spell because I love Charmed and Vampire Slayer and all that. So yeah, cast a spell. I believe in it. All right, do it for me.
I will. You're so fun. Okay,
All right,
definitely.
thanks, babe. Thank you for chatting.
Okay, see you later. Thank you
Bye,
again
babe.
for having me. All right, big kiss.